Hello everybody, PolyB6838 here. I'm going to share another deck tech with you. This is one that I had shown previously that was in work. I've got it finished. I've done some serious playtesting with it online, and I've came up with my final decisions on the build. And I also playtested it at my local shop today, and it did really good. I made quite a few changes to it, and I thought I would share that with you guys. Give you a heads up on what's good and what's not good in the Golgari zombie decks. And if you guys would like to leave a comment below saying what you're going to run for your standard, and we can talk about what we're running, give each other suggestions. I'm going to post an update video on probably Saturday saying how I did at my FNM, because I'm going to run this at FNM. I've decided on this because I don't have everything for my blue-white deck that I'm building, so I'm going to go ahead and run the zombie deck because I'm only missing one card and it's coming in on a trade right now. So yeah, so let's go ahead and go here. I'm going to start off with the land base. I tweaked this around quite a bit. I used to run nothing but swamps and dual lands, and I decided to throw in 2 basic land forests to kind of represent 2 overgrown tombs that I don't have, just for that extra green mana. It helps out a lot more just to have that extra green mana here and there. And then I have basic swamps. And like I said, if you've already seen this before, you don't have to watch it. I just thought I would update you guys with what I'm going to be running on FNM, because this deck really, really works. It's very aggressive, very quick. So that's the basic lands I'm running. Then I ran 2 Cavern Souls, 2 Overgrown Tombs, and 4 Woodland Cemeteries. Needless to say. Next is non-creature spells. I've found that this card works really, really good, especially because with the new metagame there's a lot of aggro matchups, a lot of zombie matchups. So I run 2 Fogs, really good card. I'm running 3 Rancor, I have 1 more coming in. This card is so good in zombie decks, just to give trample, and the creature dies, it's fine, it goes right back to your hand. And it's 1 mana, 2/0 trample. Very good in the aggro deck. And I've had some people question this card, and it has proven to be very good in an aggro matchup where you're kind of racing each other, and that is Bump and Knight. Just to be able to hit for 3 extra damage with this card. If you're playing an aggressive aggro build, this is a great card. You should try it out, at least try it, It works very good. Just 1 mana, 3 damage can make a big difference. I run 2 Abrupt Decay. I ended up picking up another one through a trade. I might change it to 3, but right now I have 2, so I'm going to be running 2. Then I'm going to run 3 Liliana of the Veil. She's very good in zombie decks. The ability to make your opponent sacrifice, discard, things like that. And I run 2 Verascas. This card has saved me so many times when I was playtesting it at the standard event today. It's just a really good card. Sure, it's 5 mana, but it really works out in your favor when you can get it out there. It's board control. Your opponents are very scared of that card when it comes out, because basically any threat they have is going to get destroyed unless it has hexproof. Next is the creature base. I kind of have the creature base that I showed you guys before, but I added a lot of creatures to it. It's a very heavy creature base. You always want to have a bunch of creatures out there. So like I showed before, I'm running the 4 Grave Crawlers, 4 Direct Ghouls. This card, I kept asking myself if I wanted to run it or not, and after seeing it in play, I've decided to use it. I'd like to get a couple more actually, because it's so good late game, and that is the Deathrite Shaman. Between you and your opponent's instants and sorceries being in graveyards, just the ability to kind of ping them for 2 by tapping it, or even gaining life, and that's kind of important against the zombie matchup. The ability to exile a creature from a graveyard and gain 2 life. It wouldn't be so good if it was your own graveyard, but it says from a graveyard. So let's say they have their Gravecaller in their graveyard and they can't cast it this turn. Not only do you get to exile it, you gain 2 life. It's just such a good card. I'd like to get more if anyone has them for trade. I have a feeling these things are going to do work in standard this year. Next we have a card that saves zombies so many times. I was just dealing ridiculous damage with this card. That is 4 Blood Artist. And right now I'm running one lotless troll. I have another one coming in through a trade. I would eventually like to have a total of 3, so if anyone has one more for trade, I am looking for that card. Next I bumped it up to 3 Dreg Manglers. That card is just so good. You can get out there with haste and just throw a rancor on it and it does sick damage. Late game, if you have it in your graveyard, you can just scavenge it. This card is ridiculously good. Honestly, I feel like it should be a rare almost because it has so many uses. Then I run 4 Drolf's Messengers. Needless to say, this card is amazing. And then 2 Golgari Lich Lords, dryad. Great card late game. There was a game I was playing where we both just weren't getting any more creatures out because there was a board wiper, and then I drew him, and he became an 88, and it was just game over because of that fact. So, yeah, leave comments below on what you guys will be running at your F&M standard, if it's any different from mine or just a totally different deck, what you think of my new build. Yeah, thanks guys.